Now, did you know it's Eating Disorder Awareness Week? Well, it is, and the theme is it's time to talk about it. So we want to do that this morning. Joining me is our sponsor, Mia Elwood, licensed clinical social worker and director of Healthy Futures, an outpatient treatment center that's dedicated to healing eating disorders. Welcome to the show. Such an important topic. But first, I want to talk a little bit about how you struggled with eating disorders as well.
Yes, as a young teen and a young adult, I did struggle with an eating disorder for about 7 years. And I'm happy to say that I have 18 years of recovery as of last week.
So you speak from a very personal place.
Yes.
A lot of people suffer from eating disorders. We hear this kind of in passing, but really, how many do suffer from this challenge?
Well, the prevalence is about 4 out of 10 Americans either have suffered from an eating disorder or know someone who has been suffering, so it's quite prevalent.
And so what do you do when you think, I kind of think that maybe this person might be moving in that direction, or I am pretty confident that they have an eating disorder? How do you handle that?
Well, glad you asked, because I think that's the theme. Let's talk about it, because I have a lot of patients that basically tell me that they obviously have an eating disorder and people avoid talking about it.
It's taboo. Like, you don't want to tell them. It's an insult,
yes.
Right?
Yes. So I put together this ABC format for people to keep in mind as they try to approach it. And so the A is approach, don't avoid, bring it up. Because the sooner people get to treatment, the better chances they have of a full and lasting recovery. And B is behaviors. Focus on behaviors non-judgmentally. So say, Susie, I noticed that you've been going to the bathroom a lot after meals, and I'm concerned you might have an eating disorder. And C is care about them, be concerned, get them care. So offer to take them to a doctor, get them to an eating disorder specialist so that they can get evaluated to get to proper treatment.
Now, what if they go to a treatment facility, if they go to Healthy Futures, what would they expect there?
Well, the first thing we do is welcome them and sit down with them, figure out what's going on, and then get them to some type of treatment, whether that's outpatient, which is what we do, or inpatient, which is where they stay somewhere where it's more severe. And our program that is the most popular is the IOP, where people are with other families and other people with eating disorders, and they come 2 to 4 times a week, and they attend group therapy and individual therapy. They see a dietitian, and we all support them in their chances of a lifelong recovery.
One of the things that I know that I heard once, and you'll have to tell me if this is true, that people who have eating disorders actually, they think that they look good. They're immune to what everybody else is seeing. So if you actually tell them you don't look healthy, that actually might resonate with them, because they think that they look good, and they think that they are being healthy, because they think being fat is unhealthy.
Right. And I think it's a double-edged sword, because a lot of times it's like they're never thin enough, and yet they're not sick enough.
Right.
So it's really important that you just stick with the facts.
Such a complex disorder. Yeah, yes. Such a complex disorder. That's why we're glad to have sponsors like you to come and tell us that this is a month to make sure we're talking about it. And we want to provide some information. If you'd like to learn more about healthy disorders, let's try that again. If you'd like to find out about Healthy Futures and eating disorders at Healthy Futures, go to healthyfuturesaz.com or give the phone number on your screen a call at 480-451-8500.